Hello, this is Renetta Tull, and I am the Associate Vice Provost at UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, an honors university in Maryland. And this is another part of our series, Moments to Mentor. In some of our past sessions, we talked about a seminar workshop that we have when faculty say X. And I held up the listing for this because we had people come to our website, promise.wordpress.com, where students had an opportunity to write in questions and post questions anonymously for faculty to answer. The faculty members did as much as they could within the short span of time that they had for the actual live workshop. But what I'm doing is I'm taking some of those questions that they didn't have a chance to answer and taking a crack at it here, so that you can have an opportunity to hear at least my perspective on it. Feel free, of course, to ask your other faculty members. I used to be a faculty member at the University of Wisconsin-Madison before I came to Maryland, and I also taught at the University of Maryland College Park. And so I'm giving you my perspective, not only as an administrator here at UMBC, but also as a former professor. And so the question for today is, frankly, what does it mean when professors say, good question? I always have this dilemma when the question, wondering whether the question was actually a good question, or did the professor not have an accurate answer at the moment? And so I guess the interesting answer to that is that it could be either way. It probably was a good question. If it wasn't a good question, then they probably would not have said anything to acknowledge it at all. If the professor doesn't have the answer, then perhaps you've sort of gone to the limit of what they either had prepared for the day, or they might need some time to think about it as well. So one of the ways to approach this, if they don't answer the question in the class right when you ask it, is go to the professor after the class and say, professor or doctor, whatever you choose to call them, I was really excited when you told me that I had a good question. I was wondering, is there an answer to this question at the time, or is it something that maybe we can take some time to work out or think about, or can you direct me to some resources where I can investigate it further? So the key to this is to be very proactive in your education. Certainly professors have a lot of knowledge. They've gone to school for many years and done a lot of research and study. Not everyone has every single answer to every question. There are still questions that have yet to be solved, issues that have yet to be solved. And that's the beauty of research. That's the beauty of being able to do work in a university or in other places where you can find out what some of the answers are, ask questions that have not yet been asked, and then find out what the next steps are. So I would say go talk to the professor afterwards, find out what they know about the topic and whether or not there's something that you can do or a way where they can help to guide you so that you can get to the answer or at least the next step in the process. Thank you for your time.